What's going on, everyone? This is the Raikaze here. Today I'm going to be revealing to you all my final Regulation E team. This team is something that I did in fact develop on my own, just working with different anti-meta Pokemon, the things I wanted to do to try to have a good time but also not use the same mons that everybody else is always using. So still, of course, have to use some of the Pokemon to try to make sure you keep the team super relevant, and that's why I'm going to go in a breakdown here today. This team did in fact win one of the local MSS tournaments here in Seattle, Washington, and also came in top 4 in one of the other ones as well, another MSS that was held out here. I can't remember if I was 3rd or 4th because it did make it to top cut, but the person that I was going against, 3rd and 4th place is going to be the same amount of CP, so it didn't really matter what my placement was. So after our match, we just went for our prizes, and then I needed to go because I was there a lot longer than I actually had anticipated to at that time. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and start diving into the team and show you why I developed this team, how I developed this team, and also some of the weaknesses. Then also after that, I'm actually going to show you on cart in Scarlet, because I have not yet done the rank ladder as of yet for this season, for the closing out of Regulation E, and we only have a few days left. So I want to go ahead and do that, and I said, hey, what better way than to actually show you all my team and then show you how it actually plays on the cart ladder. So let's go ahead and first talk about our team here today. So we have ourselves our Annihilates. This is going to be the Pokemon that I actually focused on. I just love Annihilate's design. It's shiny, it's magnifique, that blue color. I think it was also one of the first shinies that I got in my Scarlet or Violet playthrough. I can't remember even which one it was. Probably it was my Scarlet playthrough. But when it was a Mankey, got that, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I got another shiny here. And it is Pokemon that I wanted to use with that Defiant ability, plus that Rage Fist is the tech of how much damage it actually takes. This is something that I wanted to utilize in the most effective way. One great thing about Annihilate is, and with this Rage Fist, is the amount of damage that it actually takes can continue to boost up its attack. So that's why I wanted to make sure this is a Pokemon that I definitely needed to have with the leftovers, plus with the Drain Punch to continue its longevity. I know some people use the Assault Vest if they're trying to run Annihilate. Also partner it with the Mouse Hold, so to do the Mouse Ape combo, but that's not a combination I wanted to do. I definitely wanted Annihilate to actually have its great centralized focus, with also other support Pokemon to actually help it out. So I wanted to make sure I actually gave it the jolly nature plus enough speed so that at a +1, it can actually outspeed some non-boosted Fluttermanes, and as well as Iron Bundle, because those are the main Pokemon that we're actually going to be struggling against for speed control. So with that being said, that's why I developed that speed tier, gave it the maximum HP to support its bulk, only a little bit of attack, just 44 in attack, just get the 141, because I'm planning on using that bulk up build. I'm planning on using the bulk up just to boost my attack and defense, so I'm not too stressed about that. Plus a boosting of the defense a little bit, just to add in some extra bulk. And of course, those 4 points left over, so that's why I got up to the 111. With that, this Pokemon was also designed in a way to face off against like Urshifu and even against some Fluttermanes, because I do have the Terra Water on there, so it can actually sustain some damage from that. Plus, of course, Iron Hands is huge, so this Pokemon is going to be immune to Fake Out, so it can't be hit by the Iron Hands. And when I get the bulk up, even as Iron Hands is using the Wild Charge against me, it's going to start taking even more damage because I'm bulking up and boosting my defenses. So Annihilate is going to truly have that defensive core plus offensive pressure, because the more damage that I take, it does not actually matter because my Rage Fist is only getting stronger. Another thing that's great about it is that the Intimidate counter with a Pokemon is going with the Landorus, and then they also have the Arcanines. Those are Pokemon that are creating the Intimidates and then causing the Annihilate to use this Defiant capability and just boost its attack even further. Another thing that that this Annihilate is perfect for, which people don't realize, is that if it gets burned, it doesn't matter. Many people are always shut down on their physical mons because they're like, oh my gosh, I'm burned. I'm not going to be able to use this Pokemon anymore. But Annihilate honestly is different. I have used this Annihilate in many matches to where it did get burned and I just kept bulking up. It didn't even matter. It will actually be counteracted with the leftovers item, so it just, the health will stay the same. So I'll just use Drain Punch to just try to get a little bit of energy back, doesn't really matter, because then after a while, the additional burn damage that you take is only going to boost the Rage Fist even further, because every time the Annihilate takes damage, each time it takes damage, not how much, just each time, that every time I get burn chip damage, I will continue to boost the power of my Rage Fist. So that is going to be the huge thing that I think people are sleeping on in terms of the Annihilate, and I caught a lot of people off guard with that. Many people are like, "Oh, where is the mouse hold? Where is that so you can do your beat up strategy?" This Pokemon doesn't need that. It is going to now partner with the Iron Bundle. Iron Bundle itself has the speed control here. Oh, let me go ahead and set it down to level 50 so you all can actually see how I actually structured out my Iron Bundle here. And this is a huge take on my Iron Bundle. I could potentially drop down on special attack, but nonetheless, I wanted to use the Booster Energy Iron Bundle to even still boost the speed to trick my opponent to not knowing how fast my Iron Bundle actually is. Now, I will say this, it did cause us some trouble going against a lot of those Roaring Moon teams, because if they're speed booster, they were actually faster than my Iron Bundle, and then it caused a major issue, and I was like, I don't think I can stop this. So that did cause me some troubles in some matches in that regard, but for the most part, if Iron Bundle is able to get out before that they are able to even reveal those stat changes, I was able to use the Icy Wind, develop the speed control, and Annihilate can actually come in, do its thing, and actually control the field from that point forward. Also, with my Iron Bundle, with the amount of HP bulk that I have put in there, it was not going to be one shot by a Flutter Mane. Plus, in addition to that, I even gave it the Terra Poison. With Terra Poison, it is not going to be going down against the Flutter Manes. Plus, even against Iron Hands, when it's trying to go for like Drain Punch, it's not going to be very effective. Plus, it's going to have to end up starting to run its own electrical attacks, just like Wild Charge, in order for it to do considerable damage. But of course, the Iron Hands is going to take considerable amount of chip damage back. So that's the whole purpose of the Iron Bundle: speed control, the freeze dry, Hydro Pump. I went go ahead for the Hydro Miss. It's fine, because with the Arcanines that's going to be out there, I was like, it's just going to be a move. But Iron Bundle is also not my main focus Pokemon. So because Annihilate is my main focus Pokemon, I let Iron Bundle come to try to steal the show, but it is not really designed to actually do the moves where I'm super counting on it. I'm like, if I catch this move and I knock out a Pokemon, great. If it doesn't, I'm just needing Annihilate to just basically control, to survive and have the speed control that I need if those type of situations go through. Also, a little caveat there as well. One thing that I have learned about my Annihilate, as long as I do not Terra it, if my opponents are using the Hisuian Gudra or using the Komao, those typical body press Pokemon are unable to defeat my Annihilate. They will continue boosting their defenses, and I'm like, okay, that's totally fine. Now what are you going to do? Then they have to use their special attacks. But as they're using their special attacks, then my Annihilate's just going to start using the Drain Punches. So then they have to start boosting their defenses, and then I will just keep boosting my stats as well. So that was something that I have learned, to where my Annihilate was always able to trump those Pokemon. It has never lost against those type of teams. Some of those special Komao-Os that if they're just offensively, then of course those can cause a little bit more trouble. But nonetheless, that was just a little caveat there. So something else to think about. Now, another Pokemon that is also completely, we're throwing off my opponents, and I found this to be absolutely fun. And I think a lot of people have been sleeping on this mon altogether, just because with the amount of Intimidate that has been coming out. And that's actually going to be Corviknight. Corviknight has the Mirror Armor ability, meaning that any of the opponents that are using the Intimidates or any of the stat drop moves, Corviknight is simply just going to reflect that back. And so those Pokemon will lose their stats instead. So Annihilate partnered with Corviknight has worked wonderfully well, because if a Pokemon comes out with the Intimidate, they actually lose their attack. Plus, my Annihilate as a partner will actually get a +1 in the end of their attack. So that's completely shutting down their own team, and then they will have to actually swap out their own Pokemon. So it's beautiful on how when these two Pokemon work together. Plus, Corviknight also gives me some speed control with the Tailwind It also, with the Brave Bird, Roost for longevity, and the Iron Head just for coverage, especially against Fluttermane, because still, Annihilate does have some trouble against Fluttermane if I don't want to commit my Terra right away. So Corviknight has the ability to create those situations where we can actually outspeed them, as well as do the proper damage to actually getting it off the field. Now, if this is a booster speed Flutter, then Corviknight's going to have a little bit more trouble. You might not want to run the Tailwind necessarily. It will just go straight off for the Iron Head and try to actually one-shot it. Then I might have to swap out the Annihilate on a following turn if it's not going to be able to knock it out right away. But that just depends on the situation. But the Rocky Helmet works super well as well, because it will be able to get in with an Urshifu Water while it's able to tank those moves really well. And then Urshifu is actually just going to take chip damage from the Rocky Helmet beautifully, and then the Brave Bird can finish it off real easy. So Corviknight is an amazing mon. Gave it the Terra Go, so I just can't get faked out. And I like its Terra for the most part. There's some situations where I'm thinking, oh, maybe I should have done something different. But honestly, the Terra Ghost has actually worked very, very well for us in the tournaments that I've played. Next up, the great Pokemon that will actually help in addition for the Annihilate's longevity will be Rillaboom. The Grassy Surge will, of course, create the grassy terrain, allow the Annihilate to continue to get more health back as it's doing the Drain Punches and things of the sort. It's going to be an awesome way to just stay on the field, while the Rillaboom is also able to run that fake out. Annihilate can go for its bulk up. Then after that, we can have the priority automatically. Even if we're not having the speed control per se, we have priority with the Grassy Glide. And then also with the Wood Hammer, right now we have it with the Terra Grass. I didn't really actually go into much depth of changing my Terra, and one of my opponents on one of the recent regionals will say, oh, I didn't have to think about whether or not you will Terra or not because you're the same type. So that was kind of like a negative thing on terms of the team. But on a few cases, I actually did use the Terra Grass for massive damage. But I definitely get what he says, and I also definitely appreciate that too, because that is something that you might want to do for this Rillaboom, is definitely look into possibly a defensive Terra. So your opponent has to double think of like, should I use this move or should I do a different move? That might be something extremely important for that. Also, as you can see, if with this Rillaboom having the speed up to 110, I just put a little bit of speed in there because if I do have a Tailwind up, this Rillaboom is going to be able to immediately outspeed on the Flutter and the Iron Bundles and things like that. Plus, with the high horsepower, it's going to be able to face off against the Arcanines, as well as good damage from our Wood Hammer if they were going against the Landorus. We also put in a lot of HP just for added bulk, so it can not get one shot for the most part against like Terra Blast from the Landorus or something of the sort. So definitely Rillaboom was a great Pokemon, also part of this team as well. Now, one thing that was a very challenging portion for this team was if it was going to be facing off against like Indeedee Armarouge, or for the Torkoal in the back, and if they're going for their own Trick Rooms and things like that. And I could not for the life of me have this team work around it. I had many variations of this team. And then, in the end, what did I end up coming up with? I was like, why don't I just throw in our own Indeedee? This is another Pokemon that has the same Terra as it naturally is, and so that can cause it to have a weakness. I did actually, in my most recent tournament, use the Terra Psychic, and it actually was really good. But possibly I was thinking maybe I should have gone for the Terra Fairy. That might even be better, because with the Roaring Moons using those knockoffs, it would probably even be better for this Indeedee to go for the Terra Fairy, use the Dazzling Gleam that way, and then be able to, really shut down those Roaring Moves or force their Terra to where they're like, oh crap, I have to actually go for my Terra Poison. So then I go for the Terra Poison, then I can go for Psychic at that point. So that might be definitely a case where this Indeedee should possibly be a Fairy Terra, but I'm going to leave everything the exact same when I show you how we do this on the ladder as well, just so you all see how this team actually battles. Of course, it's going to immediately use its Psychic Seed. Oh, forgot to actually show you guys this Pokemon on level 50. Whoops, sorry about that. I wonder if I even showed it on the Rillaboom. No, that's level 50, the level 50. Okay, everybody else is level 50. Okay, cool. So This Indeedee here with the Psychic Seed immediately uses this item, so it won't be able to get knocked off, so it won't be doing extreme damage, but nonetheless, it's still weak against the Roaring Moon's knockoff still, just by its typing, plus in Chin Pao. But its main thing is for redirection, as well as if my opponent is going for Trick Room, then I use the Trick Room back and I can reverse it. And or get into the mind games and then allow them to reverse their own Trick Room, thinking I'm about to reverse their Trick Room. It's fun and it's a great thing to do with this Indeedee here. It's definitely super tanky and allows Annihilate once again to keep boosting up on the field. And even honestly, it didn't even always have to work with Annihilate. It just even worked with all the other mons. The challenge sometimes can be positioning and ensuring which Pokemon do I have on the field? Do I want to have my Rillaboom or do I want to have my Indeedee? That will actually be a situation that I have dealt with, but in the end, it actually works out pretty well for the most part, and that's where the Indeedee was able to help us win a good number of matches. So it was actually really, really good. Definitely use Indeedee in a more offensive, but at the same time supportive role. Something I probably would do if I wasn't really stressed about like the Dazzling game is go ahead and add in like a Helping Hand. That might be something that can actually help boost of the teammates. But being the fact that this team itself might just want to use maybe other Pokemon. Other Pokemon might be like more so of the heavy hitters, but they also can be kind of frail in some situations. The Indeedee is more so just saying, hey, just follow me, attack me instead, let them do their thing, and we can just either gain speed control, do what we need to do just for the later Pokemon that needs to come in. So that is Indeedee's role. I typically never led off with Indeedee. Yeah, for the most part, I never actually led off with Indeedee. They would, and the match would be going on. They don't realize that I have Indeedee in the back, and Indeedee became my win con that it came out later on. And they're like, wait, you still have this? I'm like, yep, and here we go. Follow me, and we got this control. So definitely great mon. Use the Indeedee in multiple ways than just the standard Indeedee Armor Roost. Especially if we're preparing for Regulation F. We got a lot of new Pokemon that are going to be coming in. Especially everybody's going to be looking in for the Porygon 2. So Indeedee possibly, when I think about it, with the Psychic Seed, possibly can actually defeat the Porygon 2. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Haven't run those calculations yet. However, with the defensive, special defensive boost because of the Psychic Seed, maybe it might weaken their download ability. Also, it might allow us to reject their Trick Room if they're going for Trick Room. Different things that how this Indeedee can actually operate to control the field, or people might run both in their team. Who knows? I'm not sure, but this is definitely a great Pokemon. Use that. Now, and of course for our final mon, so like Rillaboom is definitely a meta Pokemon. Indeedee kind of meta per se. Iron Bundle kind of meta, but of course a definite meta Pokemon was our Hisuian Arcanine. I was actually starting off with the team trying to use the Cantonian Arcanine because I just love that puppy, but I ended up going with the Hisuian Arcanine because the Rock Slide. Rock Slide is our biggest thing that I actually wanted to have on this team. So definitely gave it the Will-O-Wisp just so I can try to shut down opposing Urshifus, especially if they were going for like Sucker Punch if it was the Urshifu Dark, or if we were going for other Pokemon that had the high physical attack power. The Will-O-Wisp is going to shut them down, while again Annihilate can then continue to use Bulk Up if it's a physical attacker, and then Annihilate is totally fine. But then, if we need be, we can run our Rock Slide or our Flare Blitz just for good coverage. Even running it with the Life Orb just to do as much damage as possible, because I didn't want to do Choice Band because I wanted to actually utilize that Protect. Protect actually was coming in super clutch in a lot of my matches. Just getting to my opponent's mind, not knowing when I'm going to use Protect, when I'm going on for an offensive hit, and then like Indeedee will come in, or the Rillaboom coming in, using the Fake Out, getting the flinches, giving myself some additional recovery because of like the grassy terrain or something like that. Definitely a great thing. Plus the Intimidate, superb in order for also shutting down some more physical monsters. Because currently, as we already know, this meta currently is super offensive and a physical side. Of course, a lot of Pokemon that are coming are going to be on the special side, so we got to be worried about that. So I'm not sure how well Hisuian Arcanine is going to do, but of course I'm thinking a lot of people are only going to make a couple changes here or there to their teams. If I was going to be running a team like this, there are going to be a couple Pokemon I will actually have to substitute for some of the new ones, but not going to be revealing that yet because we got the Portland Regionals is going to be coming out here pretty soon, and how I'm actually going to be changing my stats. But for if you're actually seeing this at this moment in time, this I hope will actually give you some idea of how you are actually going to run a team like this and how these Pokemon are supporting the main Pokemon. My main Pokemon on this team itself is Annihilate. Now, can the other Pokemon survive on their own? Absolutely. Now, I am structuring this team, however, to support how Annihilate is going to function in the long run. So, with the Indeedee having to follow me, so Annihilate can be protected. My Arcanine has the Intimidate, shutting down the attack of our opponents. Our Rillaboom plus our, well, mainly just actually a Rillaboom, can go for the Fake Out to cause some flinches for any like hard special attackers if we're worried about them. Also with the speed advantage or priority, having the Grassy Glide if we're going against certain monsters that we can't actually take out, so we got the coverage for that. The Corviknight can reduce any of the field's stat drops to go back against the opponent, plus the Tailwind and the Iron Bundle having the Icy Wind, plus strong special attack damage output that people aren't going to be worried about anyway. So then their focus has to be focused on the Iron Bundle, and with it being super bulky as it is, then they're like, crap, I have to spend another turn going against it, while Annihilate is also powering up. And nobody knows when my Pokemon are going to protect, because as you can see, we have a protect on the Arcanine, we also have protect on the Iron Bundle, as well as a protect on the Annihilate. These other mons do not have protect. That can actually be kind of troublesome at a little bit, except for the Assault Vest with the Rillaboom, but that's actually good. So these are different ways on how you can get into your opponent's mind and not knowing when you're going to protect, when not to, and just saying, hey, I'm going to have control of this field. Are you going to be able to handle it? Let's find out. So I hope that all makes sense. We're going to get ready to hop on cart. If you will do, in fact, enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like, share, subscribe to this channel on the Card Shark Dojo website. Also, make sure you're joining on my channel as well over at Raikaze11 here on YouTube, because I am also developing on my stream schedule that's going to be coming out on Twitch at Raikaze11 once again. So make sure that you are in fact following over there so you can catch on our new content, because Regulation F, like I said, is getting ready to start, and once we do that, we're going to be hitting it hard. So hopefully catch y'all there. But without further ado, we're going to get ready to hop in on some matches. So I'm going to get ready to boot up the game, and I'll see you all on Scarlet. Let's go. All right, everyone, we are here. We're looking for our first opponent here for our trying to get through to the Master Ball tier, and so you can actually see how this team is going to function with the Annihilate team. So I reorganized it how my team was typically laid out, if I recall, just because I didn't want my opponents to be able to pick up on actually what I was doing. Because sometimes you pair Pokemon together and your opponent's like, oh, those two together, that's why they'll probably do this or that. But actually, I'll keep them trying to separate on purpose to see if our opponents will be able to pick up on this whole strategy in a nutshell. I wonder if we're so late in the whole process if people aren't actually playing. That might be a thing. Do I get automatic victories? I don't know. Oh, no. Well, here's our first opponent. So let's see how this team is going to play out here. All right. So immediately I'm looking at the Chien-Pao with the Dragapult. That is doing some massive physical damage against us, and we will not be able to use Fake Out against it. So that's going to be an important thing. Plus, we won't be able to use Intimidate on it. So these are huge situations that we're going to have to watch out for. But with our speed, what we can actually do, we don't know their terror. That's going to be the only difference about doing this here on cart, because we won't really know their terrestrializations. But that's neither here nor there. I don't wonder what kind of Urshifu that is. Is it dark or fairy? Or dark or water? I would say it's water. So what I'll do, I'm gonna go with the bundle Annihilate together. Yeah. And we're gonna swap into Indeedee in case we're going against the Ceruledge, because they're gonna go for their ghost attack. And on top of that, we're gonna run in with the Rillaboom. Yeah, I think that'd be good. And if they go for the Chien-Pao, then it's only gonna boost our attacks as well. Because of the Sword of Ruin ability. So let's see how well this team actually functions without us knowing what our opponent can do. There's the Ceruledge, okay. Alright, so at this point, what I'm going to do is run an Icy Wind first, just to identify whether or not this Ceruledge is going to be a speed drop or not. If it's going to be like Clear Amulet or something like that. So let's go for the Icy Wind, and I'm going to run a Protect, and we'll see how this works. Okay, so we went first, so that's good. Shows our speed tier, in case anybody else is faster. Okay, so we are dropping their speed. Right? Okay, so their speed drops. Everybody's speed is dropping. They went for the close combat. Oh, they knocked us out? That's a shock. Okay. But that's fine. So now what we have here is the ability for Indeedee to now come onto the field, and we'll be able to redirect any ghost attacks or fighting attacks, or which, well, I don't really want to pull any fighting attacks, but we're going to get rid, I say we're going to get rid of the Chien-Pao. I'm going to run Follow Me. I feel like they're going to... I honestly do feel as though they're going to run a Protect on their Chien-Pao. What I'm going to do actually is go for a Psychic, and I'm going to go for the bulk up here, because Annihilate should be faster than the Chien-Pao. How are they faster now? How were they just faster? I dropped their speed. Oh, wait. Duh. They're choiced. So they are choiced. They are choiced into the close combat. Oh, so that's good to know. That is definitely good to know. So now we're going to switch this here. We're going to run a Fake Out into the Chien-Pao. And I'm going to go for a Rage Fist onto the Ceruledge. See, we're already down to 2 Pokemon while they still have a total of 4. But I'm not super concerned. Oh, now I kind of am. Okay. Ooh, this is the Dragapult. Okay. Alright, so now what we are going to have to do is go for the Grassy Glide. And once again... Well, we're going to have to Terra because they're probably going to go for a Poltergeist. And seek after the Dragapult. could have gone for protect, but okay, you went for the protect instead. Fire blast. Well, they were going for that burn damage. Oof. They managed to survive. Well, it's easy to tell what we should do. So I'm going to go with the Grassy Glide again, however, here. And I'm going to go for a Rage Fist again. Just in case they're going for Protect, or if they're going to swap out to Cerulege. So they didn't switch. And they didn't miss. So now it's all down to Annihilate. This is actually kind of dangerous. This is very dangerous, actually. Ooh, I should have gone for a bulk up. I could have totally gone for bulk up instead. Alright, we're going to see what they choice themselves into. Because now their speed is going to be faster. So that's going to be the only thing that is going to be a challenge here. Matter of fact, no. I'm going to go immediately for the Drain Punch on the Qian Pao. They might get me because of their speed, which is the whole importance of having the proper speed control. Now, if they go for a Protect on their Qian Pao, that can be the biggest problematic here. Okay. Good. Okay. So we made the right play. Now we got the recovery on our health. So Annihilate's just going to boost up. Now they lose their Sword of Ruin abilities. I'm going to get some health back because of the leftovers plus the grassy terrain, plus with the Drain Punch, everything put together. Plus after that, I'm going to run a Protect because I know they're going for the Shadow Claw because they are Choice Scarfed. Go for it, dude. Oh, so now they're going Terra Fire. So now that we know this, it's good. And Protector is still going to allow me to boost up my Rage Fist even more. So I'm still going to have more of a benefit than using Drain Punch to be using the Rage Fist. This is the whole importance of having both of those moves as a combination. So now they cannot get any health back. Plus, on top of that, we get a chance to go for a Rage Fist. I could, if I wanted to, go for another bulk up maybe and just test it out and then go for a Protect and keep doing some recovery on the leftovers. But I think we should be all right. Yep. Because now they're only powering me up even further. And that's GG. And that's how the team works. So team was able to go down to even 2 Pokemon. They had all 4, but the whole purpose was to set things up. And then once Annihilate came out, they did surprise me having that Choice Scarf. I didn't realize they were Choice Scarf. I was expecting Annihilate to actually be faster, so that actually kind of threw me off a little bit. But with that being said, was able to recover, set everything up, and was like, all right, now I have my proper defenses. And once I got that bulk up, leave Annihilate on the field, let his health keep boosting back up because of the Rillaboom, and just take it from there. So that was good. Okay, so my gosh, it took us a while to actually find another opponent here. So had to probably just do a little quick cut to actually get to this. But, okay, here we are going against the Spectrier Indeedee Armarouge team. Also has the Iron Bundle plus the Murkrow for their own priority as well. Okay, so this is the type of team to where we can actually shut down their terrain utilizing our Rillaboom. However, that means you cannot lead with the Rillaboom. You have to lead with a mon that can actually help disrupt their Pokemon. So what we'll start off with is actually going to be our... actually, we might go with Arcanine. We get the speed, plus with the Rock Slide. Then we can also run with Bundle. So put those two together, plus with the Rillaboom in the back. That is giving us the proper speed control. It also gives us the opportunity to change the terrain. And then finally, to finish things off, if we're going to be going up against the Iron Bundle, or even the Spectrier, we're going to run with the Indeedee. So we even change the terrain back in this regard. And as you can see, I'm not even utilizing our Annihilate in this team. So this is a time where they'll probably expect it, but I'm not going to bring it. And as they're going to be trying to bring in their Spectrier, then I can possibly shut down their Spectrier with either the Rillaboom or actually most of my Pokemon can actually take it down. I just got to slow it down. As long as it's not Choice Scarf. Okay. So now they have the core here. So the question then becomes, are they going to go for Quash? Or will they go for a different type of Terra? What are they going to do? So I'm just still going to go for the Icy Wind, and I'm going to go for a Rock Slide. So now they're going to go with the Indeedee. And then they'll probably have to run a Terra. They will have to run a Terra if they don't want this to occur. Endure? Why the heck would you do that? That's odd to me. Because I can just continue to run the Icy Wind. Okay. Okay. Oh, and their speed's going up. Oh. 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 Okay. Picking up what you're throwing down. I am picking up what you're throwing down right now. Oh. Okay. So, with that being said, we're going to run up. Should I run to Protect? Actually, I'm just going to go for the Icy Wind again. I don't care. I'm going to go for the Icy Wind again. And I'm also going to send out Rilla to see if we can shut down their speed. Shut down their terrain. Because now they're going to go for their Tailwind. The biggest thing is now going to be about positioning the board here. Because now they only get one target. Okay. Did they go after my bundle? Yes, they went after bundle. So bundle's going to go down. Yep. Okay. Now because of this, they have a very strong chance at victory here. Strong, but not guaranteed. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap out... I'm going to protect Arcanine. And I'm going to swap into Indeedee. Yeah. Swap into Indeedee. Because I know that they're swapping. Yep. This is where it becomes a complete terrain war. Absolute terrain war. So now it becomes to the point where they're like, wait. Who's controlling whose terrain now? So now I got a special defense boost. I'm not sure if how much of it's going to protect me from their Armarouge here. Ooh, still good damage. He still did really good damage there. 2 more turns. So we gotta get rid of their boost here. So we gotta go for a Rock Slide. We absolutely have to. And then we're gonna have to switch into the Rilla. Absolutely have to. Okay. So now who did you target? Alright, went for the Rilla. Good deal. We didn't miss. We got him. All about constant swapping, but it took a sacrifice. So that's the only challenge with this. Is that it did take a major sacrifice in order to accomplish this. I wonder who their last Pokemon is. So will they be sending out their Murkrow? Because they only have 1 turn of Tailwind left. So the goal would be to get rid of the Murkrow before they can set another Tailwind. Bundle! Oh, no, no, no. That's not good. Okay. Huh. Well, what we're going to do... we're going to protect here real quick. We're going to send in our Indeedee. So let's see if you are going for protect. Were you going for Icy Wind? Okay, so you're going for the Follow Me. Okay, were you going for the Hydro? Oh, you went for the Hydro. Okay, okay. Cool with that. Cool with that. So now Tailwind's petered out. So now we actually get ourselves a free Rock Slide plus a Follow Me. That's fine. Still not enough. So they're just dropping our speed, which is fine. I can handle that. Handle that completely. As long as I just don't miss my Rock Slides, we're good. All right, we're going to go for another Rock Slide here. And we're going to go for another Follow Me. I was thinking if I should just go for a Trick Room, but no. I kind of should go for a Trick Room, actually. But now, even if they switch into their Murkrow, they are pinned. to the point that they will have to get knocked out. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! You get U-turn? Since when? I don't remember Bundle getting U-turn. U-turn? What? Why do I not remember that Iron Bundle gets U-turn? Probably doesn't use because it doesn't use physical attacks, but my word. Not very effective. Okay. Good. Caught them exactly the way we needed it. Now we can reset the terrain to the grassy terrain, and then we'll be able to go for fake out, get the proper positioning. Then we got the grassy glides. We're good to go. This will be GG at this point. Alright, so we are good to go here. So now we're just going to go with the Flare Blitz and a Fake Out. There we go. Alright. So that's the challenge of going against the Indeedee Armarouge team, and how to even utilize your own terrains along with theirs to try to just repivot and say, hey, I'm going to mess you up. Every time you're thinking that you're going for your attack, you think you're just going for spread damage, who are you attacking? So you shut down their spread damage on occasion, knowing that they're also going to run their switches to get their terrain for their benefit. You got to know when to do those strikes. So that's another thing that's important with this team, and it's very specific. So that's what can cause a bit of struggle on this team as well. All right, so this is a unconventional team here. We got the Gliscor with the Dragonite and Charizard. All of these mons, this would be like perfect for my Regieleki here. And just go Terra Ice and boom, done. We also got the Heart Flame Ogerpon. The one that's going to cause the problem will be their Sableye and their... I wonder what's going on with that Lucario. That one's something to watch out for, I believe. So, with that being said, I think I'm going to hold off on sending out Gunter. It's like an easy pick right off the bat. But because it's such an easy pick, I'm not going to do it on purpose. So let's see if there's anything different that we can actually potentially do for that. Ooh, wait. Indeedee. Indeedee can truly disrupt these mons. Okay, so maybe I should go ahead and go with the Gunter, and we'll run it off with the Arcanine. And we'll have Indeedee in the back. And I think Corviknight? It's kind of running out of time. I probably don't think Corviknight was probably the best one for this one. Maybe could have gone, not even Rilla. Probably would have just stuck with the Annihilate, really. But too late for that at this particular point when you had a couple seconds left. So, try to see how we want to do this. Okay, so let's see if this thing is inner focus or not. It is inner focus, okay? So the question is, do they have Vacuum Wave? Because if they got Vacuum Wave, that can be the problem. So let's go for a double protect here. It's inner focus. Yeah, I'll go for the double protect. Let's just see what they're going for. So so they didn't Terra. Or do they? Okay, so no, they went for the spiky shield, so they're baiting us out as well. And what is this Lucario doing? Aura Sphere. Okay, so we got everybody kind of just like, on a good standstill here. Okay. this is kind of like tricky here, but I'm thinking going for the Hydro. No. Let's go with the Icy Wind. Plus the Terra. We'll go for the Rock Slide. Yeah. Then after that, we'll swap into the Indeedee, expecting them to go probably like a Bullet Punch, maybe? And then we can go for a Flare Blitz onto the Lucario and take it out as well. And it'll be probably like a 2-for-1 at that point. Okay. So they did not go for Vacuum Wave. Alright, so we got the Ogerpon, so that's one. Water Sphere, okay. Not very effective, alright, that's good. We're good, we're good, we're good. Once they send out their next Pokemon, Tenefix? Okay, yes, so this is perfect. So this is perfect for us to switch out, send out the Indeedee here, and then we go for the Flare Blitz and knock out the Lucario. Because with the Psychic Terrain, we won't be able to be affected by any of the stabilized priority moves, and we're good to go. Right. Alright, they went for the Bullet Punch. Beautiful. So, shut everything down. They went for their priority disable. Not affected by that. Go for the Flare Blitz. Got him. Lucario's down. And they just Rage Quit. Okay. Okay, well, there's that. We did the complete plan, and that was the way how it actually turned out. So that works out perfectly for us then. So now we're just going to have to get reconnected. Coincidence or not, but like internet's just completely just janking up all of a sudden. So now I'm gonna have to try to get this revamped here. Yeah, we'll have to see how the scores turn out at that point. They probably docked me for it, but I'm not sure. Anywho, okay, so we have a Meowscarada. Then we have a lot of, well, not a lot. We got 2 Trick Roomers and 3 heavy special attack hitters. Okay. No fake out mons. So that automatically means Arcanine is easily capable of coming in here. And then what we can also do is run the Annihilate just to do some good damage initially. Plus then swap into our own Indeedee to try to fix the terrain, as well as while Rillaboom can run some fake outs as well to try to stall some turns of their Trick Room depending on what we actually have going on here. Probably would do better maybe for one different Pokemon that can use their Protects, but we'll see. Oh, Meowscarada might be their favorite Pokemon, maybe that's why it's on their team. They could probably get that to work. 2 Trick Roomers! 2 Trick Roomers on your team. Right here. Right now. Really? Okay. That is bull. Absolute bull. Okay. We're rock sliding and we're swapping out. Do I want to swap out? Yes. I'm going to swap out to my own indeed. We'll see if we get a flinch, and if we get a flinch, great. If we don't get the flinch, then we know what we need to do next. We need to set towards resetting the trick room or get into their head and be like, okay, they will try to change the trick room back themselves. Or they might go for a full-on heavy attack and then just have their like Blood Moon just completely destroy my DD. But who knows? Who knows? So now if they went for like a Shadow Ball or Poltergeist against my Annihilate, that's wasting their turn. Okay, so they went for the Follow Me, so that is going to be for their own Trick Room. Now, do we get the flinch? We got the flinch. So now we go for the Flare Blitz here, and then we go for Psychic onto their Mon. Okay, and they immediately said, oh, we can't get it, so we're going to have to just end it. Now, even if they were able to get it, then we can actually go ahead and reverse the Trick Room on the following turn. So we were definitely in a good winning position at that particular point. That was good. That was good. All right, so now let's see. We got ourselves an Ice team, and unfortunately, as well with this team, we don't have a way to actually stop the weathers and things of this sort. Wow, I haven't seen this. The Sand Slash. Okay. Okay, I can work with this. I can work with this. I can. Okay. So Arcanine's definitely going to be in our lead here, and we gotta have to have our Gunter. This thing is going to make the most sense here, and then we're going to have to. I think Annihilate is definitely going to have to work well. That Iron Moth is what's throwing me a wrench right now. The Iron Moth is messing with me. We'll go with the Indeedee. I'm really thinking I should probably go with the Meta Wing, but that Iron Moth is just too dangerous with the potential for like a Fiery Dance or something like that. I believe you could even use Discharge as well. It's Sludge Wave. That thing is just it puts off a great deal of damage. Something I'm not ready to work against right now. Okay. Okay, so our Intimidates work. So that's good to know. We can drop some speed and throw some Rock Slides. Oh, no. Rock Slide, baby. Let's go. Now, if this thing is, in fact, like... weakness policy, we're probably screwing ourselves over, but nonetheless, I'd rather. Now, are any of these Covert Cloak, though? That could be another thing. I completely forgetting about that item. Covert Cloak can prevent them from flinching after my Rock Slide attack, so that can be a major situation that I'm putting myself into. Let's see. Moltres. Okay, so you're going dark. Okay. Okay. Drop some speed. Their attack is dropped already on... Ooh, who did I miss? No, not the Moltres. Not the Moltres. Just tailwind. Can we get a flinch? No flinch! Okay. I'm gonna protect. Let's see. But no, we're gonna keep with the rock slide, and I'm gonna go hydro onto the Moltres. Ugh! Are you? I figured I should still be faster. I figured I would still be faster. Well, can we get a flinchy here? Give me a flinch. Yes. Okay. Woo! That's what we needed. That is what we needed right there. Okay, now. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to swap out. We're going to go into Ndidi. And I'm also going to go ahead and just... I'm going to go for the Icy Wind. I'm okay with that. I don't feel the need to going for my Terra as of yet. As long as that Ninetales doesn't attack. But honestly, it shouldn't be able to knock us out. So now our special defense is boosted. Ooh. Okay. Oh! Nice. Nice. Very nice. Okay. Picking up what you're throwing down. I'm picking up what you're throwing down. Okay. 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 Now, this can pose a bit of a problem. So we're going to go with the Dazzling Gleam. It's their last turn of Tailwind. I have to protect on this turn. Okay. Ndidi should be able to tank this hit. The fact this is Terra, though. This is Terra. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, now their Tailwind has petered out. Perfect. Now, who is their last mon? Oh, it's their own Iron Bundle. That's what they had in the back. Oh. Well, by all means. Okay, but this is a big time for, like... Oh, they didn't even... Did they boost her? They didn't even boost her. I know they didn't boost her. That's fine. They are worrying too much about the speed right now. They should have gone straight for more damage. Boom! But with that Psychic Terrain... Now we are good to go. This is going to be GG. Yep, battle's canceled. All right. Whew. And see, this is where Ndidi came later on in the match and was able to help pick up the victory because they just could not bring it down. And they were like, ooh, whether or not if I'm going to be using maybe Follow Me, but then they're like, oh, I'm not using Follow Me. Now I'm actually just going to go for damage. And now next turn, I just kept going for damage. So, went really well. Really well. All right. On this team here, we're going against a pure fire team, which I find to be very odd. I don't want to even drop my guard to a degree, but at the same time, like, can't I? We're going to lead off with our Arcanine and Annihilate. We're going to have to fix... We can't fix the weather, so... With that being a shade, we're going to have to redirect certain attacks away from it. And we're going to have to slow them down. Just with the fake outs. So I'm thinking actually bundle, per se. And Rilla. I like that. Yeah, we'll go bundle and Rilla. If we're going against any of the physical mons, then bundle will still do just fine, despite any type of weather disadvantages. Okay, so they go for the Sunlight, and we are now going to get our boost immediately if they are Intimidate, which I expect them to be. We are faster than them, so that's good. Okay. +1. Alright. Oh, because of the Intimidate. Oh, that's a lot of like abilities and everything just activating on the field. Okay, so I say we double protect right now, actually. This does have me slightly concerned. Do they have access to the new moves already? I don't know if Regulation E allows that yet. Forget it. Just go for it. Just go for the Rock Slide, but I will still protect the Annihilate because I need to see who they're terroring. I knew they'll Terra. Okay. What are they doing? Okay, so it is the Charizard. Dragon. Okay. Is your focus my Annihilate, though? Yes, it is. But you're using Hurricane in the sun. And you are, in fact, faster than my Arcanine. That's huge information. Oh! What is this? Okay. Well. Now, Bundle comes in. So glad I never let off with Bundle. Because that would have been terribly. Terribly. Okay. So now we're good. And with this Icy Wind, we should be pretty much good to go. We'll run a Drain Punch onto their Arcanine. There we go. Perfect. So we got to be very careful of the Hydro Mist going on. Let's see who all you actually have. Ninetales. So the only thing about this, because I love using the fiery Ninetales, is they'll probably end up outspeeding me. And I don't want that. We're just still going to go for the Hydro onto the Torkoal because that is the mon that can easily go for the, yeah, for the eruptions. Okay, so we didn't miss. That's good. Uh-oh. 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 Oof. Oof. Fissure? The crap! Okay. Well. Okay. Grassy Surge. This is going to be tricky. But I'm going to definitely need to use this fake out here. I don't want to gamble a fissure. That's my only thing right now. I cannot gamble a fissure. So we got to go straight for the Drain Punch against this Torkoal here. Okay. Oof. Okay. Okay, that's good, that's good, that's good. Everything's still flowing well. Now what they don't know is that I am Terra Water. So that easily works in my benefit to a degree. Only to a degree though. I can try to high horsepower here. Terra. Drain Punch here as well. Double focus the Ninetales as they go for a fire attack. I'm not even gonna go for a protect because I'm just going for it. There we go. Fire Blast. Just don't burn me, please. Beautiful. Got the health back. This is what we needed, right? Okay. Horsepower, don't miss. Thank you. Alright. Ninetales is out. And then they got the Torkoal. Are you going for fissure? Nope, my Rillaboom can tank that. Alright, so that should be game. Well, hold on. I can miss like all of my high horsepowers, so we can't just necessarily bank on that. So let's go for... Gives me stab. This is definitely, you know what? That's about 190, 20 plus 60. That's about 180 plus the grassy terrain. Okay, with 100% accuracy, so we should be good to go. And just in case I'm gonna run another bulk up, be safe. And damage roll. Good job. Excellent job. Combination on the team here. So that was perfect. Definitely scary once that once they used that solar beam, and I was like, ah, crap! I should have realized that. I think I run mine with like energy ball, or did I? Or did I end up getting the solar beam? I can't even recall. But yeah, so that thing was definitely dangerous. Of course, open team sheet. It'll be in their mind. They'll be like, oh, if he terrors, I'm gonna use a solar beam. Say they could possibly do it. But again, closed team sheet. Definitely a bit of a challenge with that, but pulling out some victories, so that's good. And we're going to keep pushing for that master rank. Gunter is going to have to take the lead here. So they're probably going for the swift swim combinations. So let's do this. We'll run with our own fake out. Stop theirs. Yes. Yes. Okay. That'll be the key. That'll be key. Yeah. I kind of want to have... Oh, we're running out of time, so we're going to have to pick something. Let's go here with our birdie. Especially since this is our steel flying, we can actually sustain, like, reduce damage from their Ludicolo, from their Flutter Mane, unless he uses the Shadow Ball, obviously, from Mr. Elephant, which I can't remember the name for the life of me for some reason. Why can I not? I have one trained, but it's been like, since I've used it. I know the pre-evolved form is Q-Fans. This is problematic. I don't know who's faster. I think Ludicolo's faster. Isn't it? I think Ludicolo's faster than me. Ooh, special attack. Oh, hold on. Okay, protect. Shoot. This is grimy. If we swap in here to the Corviknight, let's just see. This is a big gamble for me to do this, but do they go for an Icy Wind and I drop their Ludicolo speed? Oh no, so they went for the fake out. They didn't go after my Rilla? Anyway, Energy Ball. Oh! Oh! Well, that's a thing. So, I think at this particular point, we go ahead and Terra, Freeze Dry, Ludi, and then run in... Matter of fact, I'm actually going to go for a Tailwind real quick. Well, we can. Because if they want to go for like Energy Ball, or even if they want to switch to Dazzling Gleam, which I doubt that they would. Now, they will get me if they switch over to Shadow Ball out against my Iron Bundle. They will be able to take me out from there. I think. Yeah, because Booster? Well, maybe. Maybe not. I think it'll be a roll. I think it's a roll. Yeah, because I think I know, not I think. I definitely did investments for Moonblast. What are you? And evolves into... I can't remember. I cannot remember for the life of me. There's the ball. Not very effective. Oh, that's still a lot of damage. Oh, that's still a lot of damage. Oh, snap. That's a lot of damage. Okay. Well, with that being shared, we're going to Icy Wind here. Plus, we're going to go for an Iron Head onto their Flutter. Perfect. Alright, who else you got? So we know about the Ludicolo. Ludicolo, 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 Colo. Gudra. I'm shocked that you brought this thing out right now. I'm wondering if this freaking elephant is like body press. Iron defense body press. I'm starting to wonder. I'm really starting to wonder about this. If it is, well, they'll still be in trouble. Let's just go for the Iron Head. Let's try to flinch it out. Gudra! Oh, I should have gone for the Brave Bird. Ooh, but my Freeze Dry. Freeze Dry still gets it. Oh! The freeze! And thaw. Immediate thaw. Immediate thaw. And you catch me with thunder? And you paralyze me! What is this? What? What is this? Why didn't our speeds drop? Oh, sheer force. This thing is sheer force. That's what this thing is. Oh my gosh, but I cannot believe. Oh, I can't really afford to take too much more damage. So we're going to go ahead for Protect, go for the Brave Bird. Ah, I cannot believe they got me on that. Aha! Look at that. They should have gone for the bulldoze again, honestly. Tailwind petered out. Grass disappeared. That's fun. All of that's fine. They still have the Ludicolo. I'm trying not to lose my Iron Bundle here. I'm really trying not to do. I'm trying not to lose my Iron Bundle as best as I can. Matter of fact, we'll go for the Iron Head on your elephant. See if we can flinch you. Okay. Try to get a flinch. Can we get a flinch? Got the crit. No flinch. Oof. Okay, that's dangerous because our win con was that freeze dry against Ludicolo. So now we're gonna have to play. Oh wait, Rillaboom. Rillaboom's got this. Gonna start off with. Let's start off with Rilla. Let's start off with Rilla. We are just gonna go ham. And this is gonna be our chance to actually find out who was faster, because I really don't know who was actually gonna be faster between us. So let's do that. Let's fake it out. Let's go for a Tailwind real quick. And then we'll go for a Roost, while Rillaboom is going to try to go and take out this Ludicolo. Okay, so they were faster. So they had it this entire time, which is fine. But now I am ahead. Oh my word! What in the world? How'd you do that much damage? How'd you do that much damage? That's a lot of damage. Dude, that's a lot of damage. What is this? We gotta switch to Grassy Glide. We gotta switch to Roost. What in the world? What in the world? Oh, it survived. Okay. Well, you can't freeze me. Oh, but I'm fully paralyzed. What? No! No! Okay. Okay. This is bad. This is bad. But I think we're definitely fine. We're definitely fine. I'm not really too concerned. Annihilate can come in and will be able to take victory here in this match. So, unless they have some other secret move that I don't know about, and I'm just going to be like, oh my god! But we're going to find out. Oh, that means I probably shouldn't even Roost. I got to. Annihilate should be faster. Yep. Ludico. No. Alright. Okay, we got our Roost off. Did they go for Bulldoze? If they went for Bulldoze, we're screwed. What is this? The damage is just insane. What is this? How is it doing this much damage? That is my question. Well, every time they hit me, they are going to take chip damage from Rocky Helmet. That's going to be our win con. We only have 4 more of those, so we're just going to stick with the Iron Heads. Okay. So every other turn go for maybe Brave Bird? Okay, grass disappeared, so they won't have any leftovers recovery. Oh, they fighting for this one. They are really fighting for this one, and I'm fighting for this one because I'm so shocked that they did that much damage to me. What? I think I did less damage. Oh, and I think they did more damage. Luckily, as long as I don't keep doing damage to myself. Yo, they are putting out massive damage. What is the name of this Pokemon? I can't even remember its name. 103. Okay, so they were suspecting. I'm still gonna have to Roost. 104. Okay, so 50 points of damage. Okay. So if they hit me 3 more times, we're out. We can potentially flinch them out. Oh. Oh my gosh! Okay. No. So even if they hit me now, we got him. Okay. So we're playing our cards right. Unless they get a crit. If they get a crit, we're screwed. So we just need to either flinch him out. Flinch. Can we get a flinch? All right. Now we just need to hit our moves. Go for a protect. You're probably gonna go for protect. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Don't crit me. Ooh. Beautiful. That was a very, very close match. Whew. Still had to take that gamble using that extra roost anyway, knowing that they were going to go for that bulldoze. Oh my. That was insane. I get the freeze. Immediately, they thaw. What kind of RNG is that? Plus, then he used a full 70% accurate move, catch me, and get the secondary effect and paralyze me. Oh my gosh, how much that goes against us. But yet we were still able to play our cards well enough to win in that victory. So that's whew, pulling the victory in that one. That was tough. But as you will see, how Annihilate and the Corviknight can work together. But that elephant put out way too much damage. I can't remember the name of that Pokemon, but wow. We'll have to look into that because that was sick. That was some sick damage. All right, let's see what's next. This person is more than likely in the master rank because they said rank 11. So this is going to be our ticket into the Master Ball tier as well, because we are just one match away from Master Ball tier. And this looks like a very ferocious Sun team that we have going up against us right now, which is going to be a huge upset, more than likely. But with this being shared, I have definitely a way of handling this kind of team in particular, and that is with the use of both the Iron Bundle and the Indeedee together. This is one of the rare times that I'll actually lead them together, because if the if the Lilligant wants to go for the Sleep Powder or the After Use, that's where the Follow Me's can come into play. So that's where things work in handy in our favor in that regard. Now we still have to worry about the Ursaluna. We're gonna have our own Rillaboom for also with some priority here, and then also with our trusted. Actually, I'm thinking Arcanine. Nah, we'll go Annihilate. This is the Annihilate team. We gotta use the Annihilate. So we have a few Pokemon we gotta get past in order for us to be able to use the Annihilate on this against this particular opponent. But Annihilate is the mon that we want to try to win this with. So let's bring it through and use Annihilate here. So let's see. Ironix. Let's go, Ironix. Ironic? Okay, so we have ourselves a good lead in terms of no allowing of Trick Room. Or rather, Fake Out. So then the question then ends up being, it's like, okay, are you going to use Trick Room or are you not going to use Trick Room? Take your pick. Booster Energy? Booster Energy? Booster Energy? What in the world? You're using Booster. You're using Booster. How could you use Booster? Okay. Well, you know what? That's fine. Here what we're going to do is we're going to... Ooh, that means you're not even Assault Vest. So I'm going to double focus the Iron Hands. And now they have to think whether or not should they even go for Trick Room, because they know I can potentially reverse their own Trick Room. What did you just do? Torkoal? Did you think I went for it? No. They're using their Terra. So they gave up their booster, plus they're using their Terra, and their Terra is weak to my Freeze Dry. And I missed! Oh god. Not the thing to happen right now. They might have Imprison. Can they learn Imprison? I don't even know. But we'll see if we can even reverse it. Because if we can reverse it and use a Psychic against their Torkoal, plus use a Freeze Ray onto the Hatterene, we might be alright. Probably may need to use our Terra as well to the Poison, so if they're going for the Dazzling Gleam, we can reduce the damage from there. So they went for Earth Power. That's interesting. Why not for a Fire attack? Expanding Force. Oh, they are allowing the new moves. They're allowing the new moves. So the system is allowing new moves. I did not know if it was allowing new moves or not. Well, that's huge. That's a huge piece of information, actually. So because of that, we cannot allow them. I'm not too concerned about their Torkoal. I'm really not. Risky play? Let's have fun. Let's go for a Terra Psychic Indeedee. And like I said, there's a few times when I actually do run sets that, or like the Terras, very rarely, like even in tournaments. And this is one of those moments when I'm actually going to use that Terra. Now if they go over Protect, it's going to waste my entire turn. But let's see. Freeze Dry. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I was just making sure we picked up the KO. It's not often I've gone against Hatterene. Not much calculations that I have for this. So, this is perfect. Now, their Iron Hands is still a sitting duck right now. And then they'll have their Torkoal. And who else? Who is this last mon? Oh, I wonder if it's... No, surely they would have sent out their... whatchamacallits? Lilligant, if this were the case. So it doesn't even have its booster any longer. I feel safe enough to go ahead and just run the Protect real quick. And let's just go for a Psychic and let's just see how much damage we put out against the Iron Hands. Totally fine with that. Oh snap, that's so good. That's good damage. Very good damage. Let's go. That's all we needed. That is all we needed. Good job. Great job. Excellent job, Indeedee. You've done what I need you to do. Thank you. I don't even know what this health went down to. What did this health go down to? Great job. Indeedee pulled it and got their health down to where I need it to be. I still don't know what their last mon is, but I'm still going to stop their... or should I? Yeah. I'm cool with that. So let's go with Annihilate. What is their health? Okay, so granted it's risky, but I can go for the Icy Wind here. Plus we'll go for a Drain Punch. We're going for Heat Wave and stuff. I had just Protected. Yeah, so we're going to go for the Icy Wind. And then I'm going to go for a... Forget it. I'm just going to risk it. I'm just going to risk everything. Let's go for the Hydro and Drain Punch on Iron Hands. Forget it. I'm just gonna let it happen. It's indeedy. They're running that detect. Oh. This can pose a huge problem. Huge problem. So what we're gonna do is actually we're gonna run the Icy Wind here. And I'm still gonna run a bulk up. Gonna have to, yeah. Gonna have to run the bulk up. Okay, that's fine. They're gonna go for their Trick Room. The goal is actually to let Iron Bundle go down. That's the main goal right now. I need Iron Bundle to go down. But I'm gonna lead off with the... I'm gonna go Freeze Dry here. Then we'll go with the Protect. Because I know the Indeed is probably gonna go after my Annihilate. Okay, that's fine with me. So they're going for the Heat Wave. Oh, so they did take me out. Okay, I'm cool with that. I'm totally fine with that. So now we have the ability to run in the Rillaboom. This is where it gets very dicey, per se, in a certain realm. So we got 3 more turns of Trick Room. Okay. So we got the Fake Out. We got to stop the Torkoal. And then immediately we're going to go with Drain Punch as well onto the Torkoal if possible. Okay. They let us get it. Okay, cool. Torkoal flinched. Okay. Cool. Okay, the fact that I use my Terra. Okay, so now we're gonna go with the Grassy Glide here. And then we're gonna go for the Drain Punch against the Torkoal. That should be all that we need. Because this will be 2 more turns and 1 more turn. Protect. We should be good to go. Okay. So we got that one out. Rillaboom is highly likely going to go down. Oh, he took it. Beautiful. Excellent. Beautiful. All right. This will take us into the Master Ball. Now, how many more turns of their Trick Room? Last turn Trick Room. So we'll try a Grassy Glide. It's not going to work, more than likely. And then we're going to run a Protect, just in case. Battle's canceled. All right. That is GG. G. All right, we're gonna actually just update our rank and see whether or not if we did in fact make it to the Master Ball tier. All right, it is official. So we did in fact make it to the Master Ball tier utilizing that team. So as a quick recap on this team, because I know we just went through a good number of matches here in order to do this, but with this team, it is utilizing the Annihilate. That is where the main focus is. There is some definitely struggles in terms of parts of the team with the terrestrialization, but as you see, the Terra Psychic on the Indeedee can and of course for any Pokemon something can come in handy, but how often is it going to come in handy? Not necessarily sure, but how often am I planning on actually terrestrializing my Indeedee? That's already the question as a whole. So definitely having the Indeedee with the Terra Psychic and also with the Rillaboom with the Terra Grass, might want to actually change that up a little bit. Maybe even also add a couple more Protects on the team. But the Corviknight partnering with the Annihilate, Corviknight able to reflects the Intimidates back at the opponent and allow Annihilate to come out in the end, soak up damage, and really hit hard at the very end. So that's definitely really good. Also for opposing Trick Room teams, I have my own Trick Room on that I can actually reset the Trick Room back to a normal field, and then we should be actually good to go. So it's definitely a great team. I loved how I used it in my tournaments here in the past. It's a lot more difficult to use it on closed team sheet rather than open team sheet, so that is a little challenge with that. And of course, now that some of the moves were also allowed apparently in this format that I wasn't expecting, that can also change a few things as well. But like I said, it's different things to actually work on and to actually build upon for the Regulation F with the new mons and the new moves again that's coming, that has been released. So hope you all did in fact like this team. Want to take some ideas from it. You saw the spread in the beginning of this, so make sure you do in fact leave a comment, like, share, subscribe. We're climbing our way, making our way towards Worlds. We're aiming for that goal, and we're taking some wins. So make sure that you are in fact following us and joining in on the fray. And I hope that you all can make it to Worlds as well. But at this moment in time, this is going to be the Raikaze signing off. You all know what to do. You stay strong. You power on. I will catch y'all later.